Hello, my name is Grant Fritchey. I work for Redgate Software. I want to talk to you a little bit about data breaches. No, I'm not going to get into all kinds of weird, stuff and things. And I just want to talk to you about the fact that they're occurring, and they're occurring all the time, and that there is a way for you as an individual to go out and track down where there are data breaches occurring and get an idea of where the breaches are coming from, what kind of breaches are occurring, how they're occurring, the way the stuff runs, and so you can gather this information yourself. You're not dependent on waiting for someone to report these things. You can go and see them for yourself. The really big ones obviously are going to make the news, but there's lots and lots of smaller ones occurring all the time. Let me just walk you through a couple of websites that can get you that kind of information. So this first website is the Privacy Rights Clearinghouse. Now this is a US only data breaches, so you can go in here and you can get information about what's going on. Now this is at privacyrights.org, privacyrights.org. Now if we take a look at, they've got a web link over here, data breaches, and it records all the data breaches that they've recorded for the US since 2005. 8,000 made public since 2005. And you can look at the explanation and stuff. The real key is down here where you can take a look at all the information, and you can see that different ways you can filter this. We're just going to look at 2008 and do a search on data breaches. And then so it shows you what kind of breaches you've had, and you can drill down and even take a look at a map of the data breaches that have occurred, which is pretty cool. And it shows you all the different ones that are going on, a whole bunch in the center of the country. Anyway, you can see that information. And if we scroll down here, I'm recording this on the 28th of March. Oops, nuts. Now I'm recording this on the 28th of March. And you can see that on the 16th is when the most recent data breach is reported. Primary health care in Iowa, 10,000 records breached. No additional information at this point, but it does show where the information came from, OCR portal of the HHS.gov website. North Texas, 3,000. Minnesota on my birthday, 1,700. Georgia, 1,400, and you can get in here, and some of them, let me scroll down to find one, there we go, some of them get a lot more information because they're not simply going through the HHS portal, which can be very limited in the amount of data it publishes, but some of them go to a great detail on exactly what was breached and how. So that's one source. Another place to look for, and this is just to look at really, really pretty data, is to go to informationisbeautiful.net, and they've got visualizations, and you want the world biggest data breaches hacks is the URL. And it shows you, it's fairly up to date as of March 25th, and this one's global, and I'll go to their source, but it's actually really enjoyable looking at this stuff, and you can see the various hacks, the sizes of the hacks, where they came from, and all that fun stuff. I mean, I love this graphic. I mean, it's just gorgeous, and it gives you a good sense of how over time there's more and more and more of these things. If you go back all the way to 2004, there's a big one, 2005 a few, 2006 a few, and then just more and more and more. Now, this could be related to a requirement to report, and certainly could be related to this website where this is pulling information from getting better and better at gathering data. But also it's very much an indication that data breaches are becoming more and more common. So we're just seeing more and more. Now this information actually comes from here, which is databreaches.net. And you can see that they've got multiple reports coming in. And you can see the way the reporting is done, and you can go in and check out all the information from databreaches.net. So between databreaches.net and the Privacy Rights Clearinghouse, which is privacyrights.org, you've got two fantastic resources for tracking down data breaches. All right, so that's it. You've seen two great resources that you can use to track down and see the kinds of data breaches that are occurring and details around those data breaches, so you can understand where they're coming from, how they're being done. You know the fact that SQL injection is still really common, that people are exposing unencrypted backups online, all the different kinds of crazy methodologies that are being used to expose our information out to people are all recorded in both those websites. And I will repeat, it's databreaches.net and privacyrights.org. So please check those out. There's a lot of information there. My name is Grant Fritchey. I work for Redgate Software.